What's up, guys? Barry Game here, back with some more Idle Heroes, and today we are on the Chinese TapTap servers. There are some updates to the game that kind of recently hit, and they are pretty interesting. There's not a ton of new game features. There are some quality of life updates, which are always cool, and we'll have to see what else is coming, because there were two different groups of updates coming to the game, as well as I think they were doing Celestial Force War. They're doing a rework on that as well, so we'll be able to see that probably pretty soon. I wonder when that starts here. It doesn't actually have a countdown timer, sadly. I really can't wait to see what they're changing with that, but that'll be coming later in this month on TapTap. All these changes will probably be coming 1 to 2 weeks after they hit the TapTap server. So this one hit on Tuesday this week, but of course, because we were in the hospital all week having our baby boy, we weren't able to make this video, but we're going to highlight and go over everything. Number one is, I can't show you right now, but there is a brand new 5th campaign stage called the Enigma Glacier, or Glacier Enigma, one of those two. The interesting thing about it is there's some newer Transcendence heroes like Doom, Terminator, Vulcan that are showing up as enemies. Now, from what I've been hearing is it's for the whales out there, getting through chapter 5 really is not all that big of a deal. It's more about who can race to the top 10 on the leaderboard the fastest, just so they can flex and stuff like that. So we'll have to see. I think there's 100 or maybe 200 tops of people on normal live servers that have gotten through chapter 4. So we'll have to see how fast we can get through chapter 5. A little quality of life issue. When you go to settings and you go to the server list, they added a recent login button up here. Normally you just have your server, recommended server, and then the entire server list. Well, recent login I think is here to kind of help you make sure you get on the same account that you want to, and the most recent one that you guys have been working on. So it's a little update. It is better than having to find yours, especially if you're in a ton of a big list of servers. I guess it can save some time. This might be good if you switch between logins a lot. So when you log into the account, it's oh yeah, this is the account you always use. You don't have to go through and have it default to server 1 or something like that. So a little bit of quality of life update there. Not too bad. Now, we all know as free-to-play players, especially earlier game free-to-play players, you probably have very, very low bag space. This isn't exactly helping you with bag space, sadly. I wish we would. Although the one nice feature they did add recently was the upgrade on the furnace. You can now get what? You can get 200 of these, 400. You can basically get an additional 6. Well, actually, this one doesn't look like it has a limit. Although maybe we don't know until furnace level 15 is out, but you can get a lot more bag space doing this. However, you are basically sacrificing whether it's stellar shards or Cloud Island materials. So you guys have to kind of decide if it's a quality of life update you want, because they're making it much easier to do 100 summons on your account, so you don't have to take so long and go through 10 at a time. This will definitely make doing heroic summoning videos a lot faster. Do I have 100 here? I don't. Of course I don't. You know what? I don't. Darn it. All right, fine. We'll go back to the other server. I do like this, though. It does keep your main server in this list, so it's an okay update so far. It's not anything amazing, but it's decent. So we'll do it over here. We will be on this server. It's not like we really play this one. We'll do a 100 summon so you guys can see exactly what it looks like, of course. The whole time. Yeah, oh my goodness. We have all 5 stars here. Oh no. And see, this is the struggle I think a lot of people are gonna have to deal with here. Oh geez, they just want us to make really bad heroes. Okay, let's free up some bag space real quick. Let's see if we can actually do a 100 summon on this account. I don't know if we can, but this is the perfect example of this is really not going to be helping anybody if you are free to play, because you're already running into issues like this where bag space is already a gigantic issue. Can we even do 100? No, we only have 45 bag space. So what we're gonna have to do is we're literally gonna have to alter off heroes. We're just gonna have to say goodbye to heroes that we don't need and just continue down this list and just scrap everything in sight. So yeah, a little bit of a letdown that it didn't also come with a bag space improvement. You just give us 100 extra bag space. That would be awesome if they could just give us that. I imagine we're probably still nowhere near it, right? Oh no, we can. Okay, cool. So let's see what the animation looks like, if anything different than a 10 pull. Again, a 10 pull looks like this, where 10 of them pop out right here. The summon button is still here. Of course, I just screwed myself. Oh man. Okay, that should be good again, right? Yep, there we go. So now we can do the 100 pull. Let's see what it actually does. Okay, so there's not really much of an animation. It's like a scroll through for every 5 heroes summoned. Interesting. So we've gotten a couple five. Man, this would actually make getting that avatar a lot easier. And then the energy does go up the top, and you can scroll back to see what you've got on the summon. So interesting. Again, don't know if this is going to be very useful to the good majority of players. Why couldn't they add it here too? I'm gonna petition that basic summon gets it as well, because doing 961 of these is super tedious. Now, on to the next thing here. There's some things that we can do, like in battles here. I'll show you guys what it looks like real quick. When we go into battle, there is an update to the post-combat screen to show you what actually happened in combat as far as heroes dying and such. This will be more useful, I think, when it comes to multi-battle formats where you're doing multiple in a row. But what happens is you can come up to here and you can see what heroes actually died in this one. Again, I think this is more for like Interdimensional Arena, Ace Championship, the ones where you have multiple battles and you want to see what heroes lived that battle and what heroes actually died in that battle. So a little bit of an update, not a very big one, but I do have to say the biggest update, at least for me and for anybody else who are making Mythic skins now, because as you guys know, these heroes can now get skins upgraded to the Mythic quality once you get to 3/3/10 in the Void campaign. You have to feed off a legendary skin of the same quality. So just for this example here, let's just say, let's go over to our skins here and go to, just for example, this one right here. So if you want to get this Easter limited skin upgraded to a Mythic skin, first, of course, you have to feed enough skins to make it legendary. Then you need a legendary skin of an equal event, because the event ones are the ones that are difficult. Ace ones aren't bad because you just feed another legendary Ace skin. Limited ones are easy. You feed another legendary limited one. But the good majority of transcendent skins come in the form of the big holiday events, and they're tied to the holiday event itself. Now what they have is they have a filter button up here that lets you pick, and multiple choices are allowed, which event you want to search for skins. So just for example here, if we want to take a look at the Easter skins that are in the game, you can highlight it, and then it'll show you all the ones that you actually have, because sometimes it's a little difficult. I mean, you can always kind of click into the purple version here, the regular version of the skin. Sadly, I wish they put like legendary, like this one right here. So Spring Festival Limited, it should say Spring Festival Legendary, just to make it easier to know what skin this is actually from. So I guess that does help, but you could find out anyway, like oh, I have this Crazy Bunny Envoy skin. I can go look for the regular one and it tells me what event it is. So it's a little bit of like a perk, an update. Is it necessary? Not really. I wish they had the filter right here. That's the next other thing I'm going to talk about, is this filter button. They need to put a filter here as well, because I want to go and just look and see, okay, what skins are Ace skins, but I want to see all of them, not just the ones that I have. So I think they're on the right path here, but we are going to have to help them get there where we need to be. So hopefully you guys enjoy this one. Let me know what you guys think about the TapTap updates. These should be coming out in 1 to 2 weeks on the Android and iOS servers, and I'll see you guys next time.